Good evening, trendsetters and troublemakers. I am your host, Big with two G's, and welcome back to the Good Evening Show.
Yes, sir.
I hope everybody feeling good out there on this good Thursday. It's a little chilly out there. It's a little, whoo. Y'all bundle up. Make sure y'all put them coats on, scarves on, hats on. Is it glove?
Nah, it ain't
yet?
glove yet.
Glove.
It's close.
No, listen, I'm gonna need it. I need
that
glove,
beanie
you know
on.
what I'm saying? Listen.
Skull cap.
Whatever y'all got going on, it's about time to bring the soup out, the chili out, the crackers and cornbread.
Right,
you know, you get the chili and the cornbread. I ain't never did. I just seen it on TV. But whatever y'all out there doing, welcome back. Thank you for joining us on the Good Evening Show. And today I have a special guest co-host with me, Mr. Conrad. You can introduce yourself to the people.
My name is Conrad Lewis. I am a brother from Nashville, Tennessee, and also an author, and I work in the film industry in the local Atlanta area. So, thank you for having me.
Industry like adult film?
Yeah, well, we do those too,
okay.
but whatever make that money.
You know what I'm saying? I did want to be a content creator at one point. Hey, we can talk about it later, but thank you for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thanks for having me. Thank you for having me. Seriously, yeah.
We definitely gonna tap into what things you got going on. But at first we're gonna hop in with this question of the hour. It's nothing too extraneous, just something, get your brain going, wind down from whatever you had going on today, get your thoughts and mojo going and stuff. So the question now is a wrong act okay if nobody would ever know about it?
Wrong act, like how wrong is we talking? Like,
maybe
like,
do I look better in this dress? No.
Oh yeah, no, nobody. Yeah, that's
can be as small as that, or
that's life preservation right there.
It could be as big as I was about to say like John Q when Denzel had took the man, I'm not gonna bury my son.
Yeah, like
but like a lie or something like something to help you get ahead.
I think your integrity is what it is, but you know what I'm saying, like I think you got to live with yourself. So it's
like
tough
taking a cookie out the cookie jar. The grandma said it, but nobody gonna know.
Yeah, it's levels to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's how it started out. It started out little crimes like that.
Yeah, like
you like, I'm gonna just take this dollar out of mama purse.
Like if let's say you stole a song and that song became like a hit, but you stole that song.
And nobody know about
it. Nobody knew about that person, until it blew up. And now you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to bury your skeletons now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Man,
I know you're working a good bury. That sounds like you had an awful thing about the song.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you never know.
It's real.
You said you from Memphis, so y'all be getting out.
Nashville. Memphis gangster. Nashville more country. They got some gangsters in there. But we ain't on Memphis level. You know what I'm saying? Memphis scary.
What is something wrong that I can? Because I did a lot of wrong and I knew it was wrong. And man, I really didn't care if nobody found out about it. That's why I can't figure out. That's why it's hard for me to figure out. Dang. Other than the lie.
No,
but a lie is not a wrong. It's not technically a wrong act.
Yes, it is. You're supposed to tell the truth.
Yeah, you supposed to tell the truth. But you telling someone if they look good in the dress and you say yes and they really don't, then like is that lie like a wrong act? You know what I'm saying?
But what if because you got them going out looking bad.
What if your girl has a child that's not yours and never tells you that's your child?
Oh, okay.
Like
that's why you're the brighter.
Bro, like that's okay, now, you know what I'm saying? Like she gotta take that to her grave. Or else, I had a granddaddy. Sorry, granddaddy, I don't want to put you out there. But his kids didn't come out till after my grandma passed. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like it was always murmurs, but hey, that's type of stuff that goes down.
That is messed up. Like dang, because it'll hurt the child and it could hurt the father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or he might be relieved.
Get that off his chest.
Yeah, like, who? I ain't gotta say this, baby.
Yeah, ain't gotta,
Now,
yeah.
now this kid ain't got a dad or, oh man.
No, but no one would ever find out. That's the question.
But
So,
but what if somebody
find
do
out.
find out?
No, the question is if so the question would be more like, is it okay for a woman to have a child by someone else and let the man raise it and no one knows different? That the question is like that.
And then it'll turn out like a John Q situation where the kid needs a kidney or something, and then they ask daddy, they're like, "You don't even match."
Blood,
like,
yeah,
oh.
yeah.
Now everybody in there clutching pearls.
That is very possible.
And then it's a crazy plot twist where the mama just, instead of just confessing, she'll just commit suicide rather than all that.
Bro, nah.
That's gangster.
But the question is that no one, it is an act that no one will ever discover.
That's like if a tree fall in the woods and nobody hear it make a sound.
Yeah,
it make a sound.
Personally, I couldn't do it because I always be in my head like, you know, like some, you know what I'm saying? It's going to come out one day.
That's the best answer you possibly could say.
Yeah.
Even if you felt different. Even if you felt different.
Hey, you see,
that
man?
Was the act that you did. That's
hey,
the
bro,
act,
you
the
know,
act that you just did
it's
right
not
now.
a game. It's going out in the world. I can't, you know.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you. I seen your wife on the page. They said play bad sounds. They got no sounds. It's on today.
Right. So, you know, she watching. She gonna have questions after this. You know what I'm saying?
He like, look, man, look. Yeah, he got the read showing.
Right, like
my conscience could not let me do that.
I would never. No.
I'm an upstanding man.
How dare you question my integrity?
Integrity like that, man. With 2 G's. You with me, baby? I love you.
Right.
I love you, baby. You with the LL Cool J.
Absolutely.
With the LL kiss.
Right. Exactly.
2 fingers.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, listen. Make sure y'all tap in if y'all want to chime in the question. Is it wrong? Is it a wrong act? If nobody would ever know about it, definitely chime in. Hey, obviously it's a wrong act. Somebody out there disagree with us.
All right.
Dissing and agreeing.
That ain't my stuff.
They blowing. If y'all didn't know, we are watching the Good Evening Show with the Trendsetters and Troublemakers. If y'all heard it out there, somebody's mom is going out. I'm your host, AP_big with 2 G's on all platforms. And make sure you follow the show at the Good Evening Show on all of our platforms. And we're promising that we're going to become more interactive on our platforms. And we also have a special guest in here. Mr. Conrad, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people and where they can find you at.
Hello, my name is Conrad. My website is www.bloodeyesthenovel.com. And that's where you can find my book. It's on Amazon, or if you want a signed copy, scroll down to the bottom and you fill out the form and I'll get you one of my books. Instagram at blood.eyes_book. And or my Facebook, which is also Blood Eyes the Novel. And you know, I do Facebook. I don't got Snapchat or TikTok, so you know. But I'm working on that, you know what I'm saying? I got Twitter. You can hit me on Twitter, Blood Eyes, the book.
Man, every time you say that was like blood on this. Nah.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, you know, just reach out and, you know, any support you can give me, I really appreciate it. And thank you for having me here on the show, man. It's a great platform. And, you know, you're doing your thing in the city. And, you know what I'm saying? Good to see local cats, you know, doing it big, you know.
We're glad to see our black people doing it big. I don't be want to sound biased, but I am biased when it comes to that for sure. Man, I can tell you a real Southern. You like WWW. I was like, oh yeah, he's a Southerner for real.
You know, it'll come out.
www.bloodeyes.net.
Yeah, man, sure. Nashville, that's my brother.
Nashville hot
that's my
barbecue
brother.
sauce,
yes,
straight out of
yes,
that Brothers Barbecue.
Shout out to
straight from Nashville.
Thaddeus, my niece and nephew, a lawyer, and Jade.
Oh yeah, shout out to the family.
My sister-in-law, my mama, my daddy.
My boy from the South, Bubba. Everybody,
mama, my dear now.
My dear. Hey, man. Hey, listen, man.
Yes,
Definitely
sir.
shout out to your family. Hey, appreciate y'all for
thank
watching,
y'all.
tuning in,
Thank y'all for
supporting your
checking me
family.
out.
We definitely got Miss Gigi in the house with us today. Miss Gigi, how you feeling out there?
Rap.
Yeah.
Midday out.
Holding it down.
How your Thursday going?
It's going pretty all right. It's pretty all well. You know what I mean? My mom's turning a big 7-5, so I'm just kind of like
Okay.
trying to plot and plan.
What it is, like a quarter? That ain't a
I
quarter,
have
like a third of a
quarter of a
century.
century?
Is it?
Yeah.
Three quarters. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
3 quarters, and y'all know who that is. That's our Asian, our mathematician back there. You feel me? Hey man, 3 quarters. First of all, you're right. That is 3 quarters. So
Right, is right.
why does it say 4 quarters or 2 quarters of a century, 1 quarter? Oh, never mind. They do say that. Never mind. I did eat some edibles before I came here, so don't worry about it.
No wonder.
I'm like, now I'm saying, I'm like,
Kicking in on you.
that is what they say. He said 3 quarters of a century, but they be
Right.
like 2 quarters of a century, but they say half of a century.
Yeah.
Right.
Simplifying. That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why you the Asian and I'm not.
Dang, like, why
So
take all this time to
what we got on the list of topics today besides my guy Mr. Conrad?
Well, you know, we got a couple of things we may get into. What barely matters is called It's Barely Matters. So I'm wondering what's going on with that. I see how it's spelled. And
It
so
barely
gets me-
matter. A lot of stuff
yeah.
barely matter.
Well, I mean,
What barely matter is telling a wrong act if nobody never finds out.
I mean,
That
I don't
barely
know.
matters.
Y'all had me think about that. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie. You know what I'm saying?
What about what
Like,
you think?
Yeah, I'm not talking about moral compass with that, you know, but it's okay. It's not like I'm gonna go in the ring, having no fight night episodes like we're gonna go through
Yeah.
tomorrow. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Looking
okay.
forward to tomorrow.
Oh,
the
yeah.
AM, you know what I'm
Mike
saying?
Tyson there, right?
Man,
Yeah,
hey, hold
yeah,
on. What
yeah,
y'all think?
yeah.
What y'all think?
I hope he
Honestly.
murdered
What's
Jake
the
Paul. I'm
pro-
sorry. I can't stand
Listen. I honestly, I heard a comedian talk about this, and I really appreciate how he dated Mike Tyson as an '80s champion. I'm like, yo, Mike Tyson was killing it through the '90s also. Like, he's still ringing names in households. That's why Jake Paul wants to fight him. You know what I'm
Mike
saying?
Tyson.
Like,
Jake
why
Paul
would you just
trying to
date
get
him to
clout
the
off
80s?
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, like Mike Tyson, one of them fights. One of them fighters that like, yo, he in that top. Like, I'm not into boxing, but
What?
even if you not into boxing, you know Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
This is true. This is true.
It's like some people you know that in boxing, like Mike Tyson, Floyd,
Yeah.
Roy.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like you don't mess with Mike Tyson.
you know what?
That's
My
my
boy
generation's
that make the
killer.
best grills in the whole wide
You gotta know
world.
about George Foreman.
The boy, he
George
make the
Foreman.
best grills,
Right.
the meat, the
Right.
grills like the meat, juice shot down into the trap. I like, my nigga is working. Obviously, he's done with
He's a
boxing.
scientist.
Listen.
And all his sons named George.
Yeah, right?
He's
I
on some Roberto Duran vibes, but for you
How-
guys, you're not into boxing. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
How you name all
Yeah.
your kids George?
Just like Roberto Duran.
But how
Yeah.
you know which one to
Yep.
call? It's like George,
head.
George.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah.
got nicknames. Big Head George.
George.
Yeah.
You gotta
Head
say them
George.
You
different.
just name 1, 2, 3. 3, get in here. 4.
Oh, G3. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
G3. Come on.
Right.
I like
Oh
that.
man.
Right.
What other topics we got going on?
We're gonna talk about some lesser known history fat topics. You know what I'm saying? Like Roberto Duran naming all his children after himself, even the girls. You know what I'm saying? That's a lesser known history.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
wild. That's wild.
And we're also gonna. And what are the odds of that? Which is another topic of that. Like, what are the odds that George Foreman would name all of his children right after
What
him?
are the
I
odds
didn't
that
even-
Florida come back? Cause that barely matters. Cause in the end, it's not wrong if don't nobody find out.
hey,
Yeah.
hey, now. It's hard to mess that up because everybody's name is George. You can't
Yeah.
mess that up.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
And
Unless
before
you get the birthdays. That might be it, though. You know what I'm saying?
what if
The
you had all the
birthday
same
wrong.
name, all the same birthdays? He clutch. Like,
Oh, that's some.
Now that's some.
No, that's
some
a hassle because
coincidence
how you gonna
right
be
there.
at everybody's birthday party?
you can't. They
Yeah.
having the same birthday.
You going
They all
broke.
on the same day.
Then
all the
somebody's
same-
gonna find out something.
One cake.
one cake.
Yeah.
With massive cake.
Happy birthday to Georges.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the G's.
Georges.
All
Yeah.
the G's.
It's gonna say Georges
Apostrophe-
on
Nah,
it.
it's
apostrophe
all the
S.
G's with a
Yeah.
big crown
All
on
the
it.
G's.
'Cause
When
I'm
I
a
was
George,
a
I'm a
lowercase
daughter of
G,
George,
now I'm a
you know what
big
I'm
G.
saying?
Okay. all
Dollar
right.
dollar bill, y'all.
That's
what-
exactly what it is.
That's what I want my cake to say.
What?
Man, but before we tap into these stories, we definitely gonna do a sponsor break, and just let you know that this show has been brought to you by Playback Sound Studios. If you're looking to shoot a video, podcast, live cast, which we are
Hit 'em
doing
up,
right
hit 'em
now,
up.
have a photo shoot, score up some music for your movie. If you need any remote audio or video, make sure you tune in with playback sounds at 6 and Murphy Avenue, right here in the West End area, behind the West End train station, across from the Atlanta Credit Union, up under the bridge, right by the strip club whose name keep changing. You can find us in the Mets Suites 4, Building 4088. No, take that back. Building 4, Suite 4088. 6 and Murphy Avenue. That's where you can find us right here, minding our business.
West End.
Yes. Oh, that is the last topic.
West
My
End
bad.
classics.
Right.
True.
And then speaking about minding our business, how much are you into minding your own business?
Oh
Mr.
man,
Conrad?
I make it a point to mind my own
Hey,
business.
this is mind the business that pay you. That's my mama used to say that. Mind the business that pay you.
Man, mess with somebody and
What
know
you about to
I'm
say?
saying?
Cause minding your business, I don't know. See, I mind my business. Even if I see something I don't even mind, like somebody get beat up, I'm like, dang, he get beat up. I mind my business though.
Yeah, on that. But you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I might be like, I see like a kid, crying. I'm like, what's wrong, kid?
Shut up!
You know what I'm saying?
They say you to shut up. I'm like, see,
right.
Woo, I should have mind
ain't my
my
daddy.
business. I should have mind my business. Or you see a man and woman get to fight and argue.
Yeah, no, I have.
You might
I jumped in a fight one time and ended up on the floor myself. So, you know what I'm saying? And it was
Listen,
like,
you was down there like,
I was like, I thought I was helping.
I should have mind
I
my
should have minded
business.
my business.
You did that trying to get him up off of her. She like, get your hand on my man.
Right, exactly.
Did they both get on you, or just one?
It was like somebody else grabbed me that I didn't know was with them. End up on the floor. We was in the club. This was years ago.
So he was watching because he know they do this all the
so
time.
I'm like,
He
we
was
don't
they
need to
friend.
do
He
this,
like, bro, they
black
do this every
people.
time they get drunk.
I think I'm like peacemaker, and and
They gonna be kissing,
End
making
up
up. They
getting,
drunk. They
you
drunk.
know.
I like to mind my business too, because let me tell you something. My business is enough.
Hey,
my business is enough to be mine as we try to bind and keep up with your business and my business.
Yeah, nah.
Shoot, you got me going
self-preservation,
in circles.
Yeah.
But we definitely about to tap into this story about minding your business, our business, their business, whoever. So South Africa's government says it will not help an estimated 4,000 illegal miners inside a closed mine in the country's northwest province. These miners have been denied access to basic supplies as part of an official strategy against illegal mining.
What?
So basically, they really like
They
making a
stuck
point
in
with
the
these
mine?
niggas' lives. That's what they doing. They
Wow.
making a point with these niggas' lives. Like
They was minding their business.
They was
That's-
mining.
They
They was
was.
really mining.
the miners are in the mine shaft in Stilfontein are believed to be suffering from a lack of food, water, and basic necessities after police closed off the interest used to transport their supplies underground. Excuse me. It is part of the police's Valor Umgadi or close the hole operation, which includes cutting off miner supplies to force them to return to the surface and be arrested. In the past few weeks, over 1,000 miners have surfaced at various mines in Northwest Province, with many reported to be weak, hungry, and sickly after going for weeks without basic supplies. Police continue on Thursday to guard areas around the mine to catch all those appear from underground. Would you stay in the mine without food and water or go to the surface and be arrested? What should be the punishment for illegal mining? So, like I said, basically they just like teaching they proving the point basically.
Yeah,
like
what is
so,
they mining? Gold? What is they down there getting?
Right. That's what like why you like is it first
Is
of
it
all
worth it?
if it's illegal, whatever the case might be, right? But y'all niggas like cutting off they like either like
What?
like look, bro, y'all got
Right,
one or two
you got-
choices.
Yeah.
Is y'all go barbecue or meal do? How
Yeah,
bad do you
yeah,
want the revolution to be televised?
Yeah, bro.
Like you can't get no food. They really probably cut off the air supply down there, motherfucker. Like
it's like what?
niggas breathing in breath and fart at this point.
Like-
Ain't no ventilation going on or nothing.
Man.
But what would you do? Would you stay with
Man.
it say without no food or water? They ain't even at a low capacity. They low to no food or water, basic necessities. Or would you come up to be arrested?
I'm coming out. I'm going to jail.
You going
know
to jail?
What I'm saying? I'm
At least
gonna
you got
eat.
3 hots in the car.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you can figure that out. You know, if you underground, That's it. Ain't nothing gonna grow. Ain't no birds gonna
Nigga,
fly.
boy.
No chickens
Boo
coming
boo
down.
BB, everything.
You
It's
were down there
all-
with probably a bunch of dudes down there. So I'm like, nah,
It's
get me out of
hot
here.
in here.
You might get bail money up and get out of jail,
Man,
but
at
you
least
ain't
I
coming
have
out
3
the
hots in the
mine.
cot.
Another country, right?
Yeah,
I know it's in Africa.
So you think they have three meals in the bed out there?
We get a
What I,
porridge.
First of all, I'm
bowl
just
of
being.
porridge or
There was
something.
just I'm not saying 3 meal hots in the cot, nigga. But when you go to jail, you're gonna eat more than what the fuck you're eating in that tunnel.
Yeah.
They
That's gonna happen.
right. That's all I'm saying.
You gonna be eating other human
Right.
beings.
That's all I'm saying. I wasn't necessarily saying 3 hots in the cot.
You're
You're not eating nothing down there. You're
How you know they not cannibals right now?
Man.
Oh, shit.
right. I ain't even trying to do all that though.
It's been like 2 weeks.
What?
I'm not trying to do all
Or
that though.
more.
I'm not trying to do all that though.
I'm going to the surface.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what
I'm
I'm
coming
saying.
out.
Like
I'm sorry.
your body is gonna make you go to the surface. Like that's how you're gonna be in survival mode. Like it's gonna just
Kick in. Like,
nigga,
Yeah.
come on, bro.
Like they can't
That's
lock
what your
us
body
all
gonna say.
up.
It's gonna say, come on, bro. Like stop playing. We dying.
do you think someone is down there
Building an underworld
It's
city?
somebody down there doing exactly
No.
what you're possibly thinking.
It's
Yeah.
building an
But the
underworld
vast
city?
majority is really thinking like, man, it's over with for us. But somebody
somebody got the master's brain.
somebody is Lord of the goddamn
Lord of the whole.
of the whole thing. Somebody is
Lord
Lord. They
of the
said
mind.
they like, no, they're going to cave in. No,
The
they're going to
Hobbit.
cave in. He's like, no, it's over with for us. It's
Yeah.
over. Look, they cut off the supplies. We ain't got no food. We ain't got no thing. He was like, listen, they can't just let us die. Oh, I forgot they was in Africa. I was tripping. They can't just let us die. I'm tripping. I'm thinking that I'm white. They cannot just let us die down here.
No.
Listen, man.
You forgot African. They not coming to get no African.
Man.
What Dave Chappelle? They ain't got no black terrorists.
Nigga,
Hey,
listen.
We have the black man. Hello. You know they hung up on.
Africa, so they all African. They all equal. So that they just looking like some rich African is down there. It's always the spoiled kid that want to be with the commoners and shit. That's all they gotta
Okay.
find out is that is a little
Prince.
God.
little princess of Nigeria.
There's
This
a man down
motherfucker.
there.
Yes, and
Somebody
they gonna
said-
open that shit. Listen, right now for my son, I made the ambassador. I am the ambassador. You need to open up that food right now for my son. You need
Yo,
to,
man, they
right?
know.
I'm telling you, it's gonna say
Mandela of the mind.
one. It's gonna take one of them that's gonna leave. They gonna be like, okay, listen, when you leave, they're like, I can't take it up. I believe they gonna be like, listen, when you leave, tell them we got the chief's son down here.
See, I would leave all at once because they can't catch 4,000 of us. You
And
know,
what, right?
about 1,000 gonna get away.
Hey, that
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. They too weak. They too weak too.
I guess so.
They like, man, we can't
You
go.
can't
We
run.
can't run. They gonna catch you.
Can't
They
fight.
gonna have a big ass net and just catch.
What?
We have all of you niggas. Listen, but what do you think the punishment should be for illegal mining?
Man, if you got it hard and it's bad enough where you going to illegally mine, they
Right.
should. You already being punished, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I feel like. I think they should just let the nigga go. Like,
Yeah.
look,
You heard about Zambia?
oh,
A mine collapsed on some illegal miners.
Mm.
Killed like 8 of them. One lived.
Mm.
Wow. Yeah.
so that's
see.
what is that what they trying to do by proof of point by illegal mining? It could possibly collapse on you, so I'm gonna shut you inside the mine.
That's extreme.
That's it. That's what I'm saying.
That's egregious.
That's egregious.
Yeah.
Egregious.
Dang, that's crazy. Egregious, y'all. The shit is called Vala Umgadi, which means close the hole.
That's.
I hope
that's
you know
what-
that I saw the thing that choked me up right there.
The close
Like,
the hole is wild.
Hey, listen. That's how when I get with a mom, I'm gonna say, baby, tonight
Yeah.
I'm finna Vala Umgadi. You were like, what?
No, what's the opposite of that? Is
I'm
what
about
you-
to close the hole, baby. I'm about to get it.
You about to shut it down. Is what you saying?
Oh, she was like, oh my God, I didn't know you speak. I'm like, baby, I'm
Yeah, right.
African American. You
Yeah.
know, Vala Ungadi.
Right.
Listen,
We're about to shut
That's
it down.
that's a hell of a name to make for it. Like, listen,
Yeah.
we about to shut it down. It's like no food, no water, no air, no. It's
Sounds
a
like a military campaign, yeah.
Vala
Yeah.
Ungadi. Close the hole. Close the hole. They out there protesting.
Like they about to bomb it in and close the hole.
Yeah, it's
Put
wild.
the
man.
TNT in the mine, blow it up.
And just kill them all.
Like,
They
what was-
already
I was-
buried.
What
you
you
know?
think they could have been mining for though?
Yeah, what you said?
They gotta be getting some like probably stuff for cell phones. You know how that goes. Like
Vibranium.
down there for Elon Musk trying to get, you know what I'm saying?
What if they work for Elon Musk? And then nobody Elon they tell them.
Side hustle.
And when they
money.
get out, all the people that got arrested, Trump gonna pardon them.
Hey, you know.
It's a conspiracy. Hey, listen.
You getting that bread, making sure my boy getting paid, you know.
Hey, listen. Hey, all the people that's in there, I hope that somebody come out with what they want and what they need. If anybody was injured or hurt, we definitely praying for your recovery, well-being. I know y'all hungry. Get out there, get you some fufu or something. Some jollof rice or curry goods. Something, man. Listen, I don't know.
If the only job you got is to go down in a hole and try to mine some stuff, man. Whew,
and what if they work for the mine company and then the mine company wasn't paying them enough, so they just going on their own on their off day. They like, oh yeah, like man, bump that.
Either way, man, like come on, like God, that's rough.
Man, listen, definitely will be some type of fight night going on. We'll be fighting or something when we came out here. Have you seen the movie Fight Night?
I haven't, man. I've been meaning to watch that. It's on like Paramount. It's some streaming channel
Peacock,
I don't
think
got.
So,
Peacock, yeah, I don't have that. So I'm waiting on it to come on. You know, like
I seen on one of them little bootleg movie
know?
Sites. Don't tell nobody I said that, but I be watching on the little day.
Hey,
they
you
call
gotta
like
get
soap
it,
day to day.
Man, them streaming, they be putting the gatekeeping, man. You know.
Oh no, I ain't no gatekeeping. I put you down on all the little streaming sites for free. Watch the free movies for that.
I'm talking about the main ones. You know, like you gotta pay for all these different streaming sites just to watch the different shows you want to see. You know.
And you can't even watch. I got the BT Plus. I can't even watch the BT Awards on there. I was like, what's the point of having it?
Crazy, man.
I don't think you can watch the Tyler Perry movies.
Man,
that nigga Tyler Perry on that shit be called Medea.
Yeah.
They just need to change BET to Medea.
Yeah, just TP.
TP.
Tyler Perry Entertainment.
Yeah,
TPE.
Yeah. Listen, Medea Productions.
Yeah.
But you been in the fights in your life?
Man, it's been a long time, but you know what I'm saying? I used to get down, you know what I'm saying?
You look like you used to fight too.
Man, I'm a nice guy, you know what I'm saying? I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Oh yeah,
you know
you was born back in
I was born in 77.
In the 70s.
Bro.
Oh yeah, you got that.
You know,
strength.
Like, you know, we were fighting like, you know, like fighting over basketball games. Nigga, you fouled me. You know
y'all was putting niggas in the yoke back then.
Oh man, full Nelson. You know, like that was when Hulk Hogan and all that was
that's
like.
Embarrassing. First of all, let me tell you something. Full Nelson is the most embarrassing position to be put in, but like it's vulnerable. Like you vulnerable, your chest open, everything. Like you screaming at the pitch you ain't even supposed to be screaming in and nothing.
Just tap out.
Yeah, nah. What if a nigga don't let you go though? They usually like, yeah. What you say? Right. What you say? You weren't talking that? Boy, that's the ugliest position to ever be put in. Nigga, I got put in the full Nelson one time by my cousin. I promise you, it was the months before I went back to my auntie house.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to go back over to Auntie Teresa's house.
Yeah. No, you been like PTSD.
Listen, you know man, you think you done been to Afghanistan or something? They can put you in the full Nelson, man.
Like, no.
Hey, listen, but we about to tap into this article. I don't know what it's. I do know what it's about. Y'all know that boy Mike Tyson about to go back into the ring after all the time.
I'm ready to see this fight, man. Because remember they postponed it from like earlier.
Yeah, because he was sick. That's all the more reason he shouldn't have did it. Like, that nigga have an old nigga sitting. He gonna hit that nigga in the chest one time.
No,
he gonna have COPD.
I hope he murdered Jake Paul. I'm sorry.
It's like a crime what he doing if it wasn't like boxing sanction.
Who you talking about, Jake?
Like what's his name is like. Yeah, it's it's almost an elder. He's almost a senior.
You talking about Mike Tyson? I ain't even gonna lie. Let me stop playing Mike Tyson.
Man, but them old men.
A gorilla is always a gorilla. Let's stop playing with a gorilla, man.
Man, come on.
Y'all know Mike is a gorilla. I was just playing to try to make Jake look good, but I didn't know you was gonna come on the mic like that.
You trying to make Jake look good?
Cause man, I just you know what I'm saying. I like that. I like the people. I like to be the underdog in the situation, and they really kind of painting Mike out to be because of his age. But let's not forget that if a gorilla got to be a gorilla, he gonna be a gorilla, man. And it's gonna take Jake to hit Mike one of them hits. He gonna be like, oh hell no, you got me bent, and he gonna go gorilla.
Can I ask you a question though?
Yes, ma'am.
For both of y'all. If y'all had an opportunity, let's say y'all in your prime and you had an opportunity.
Hold on, wait. First of all,
Still
I'm
on the
32.
borderline, you
I'm
know?
32. I'm in my prime.
I mean, okay, great.
Let's-
Still in your prime. Let's say y'all in your prime.
Yeah,
Y'all in your prime.
yeah.
Top notch. Y'all,
Notch.
Whatever. You
Grade A,
and you get the
USDA.
opportunity, like, yo, little entertainments, sparring,
Nobody.
3 rounds.
Nobody.
Just for the fun of it.
Nobody.
Would you want to spar with B-Hop?
Who is that?
Sugar? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Sugar
Bernard
Ray
Hopkins? No.
or-
I just said no. You gonna pick? You ain't gonna pick a nigga from my neighborhood. You gonna pick a
I don't know your neighborhood.
just anybody. Ray from the block. Goddamn.
I don't know
your
Ray
nigga
Ray.
who
But I'm
you
just
beefing
saying,
with
just for the fun. Then I could, just for fun. I
Maybe
see you
if
in
I
your
get-
prime.
Not
In
for
your
fun.
prime.
They gonna have to pay me.
No.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
getting
Like,
paid. You're
okay,
getting
yeah.
paid. You're getting paid.
No.
Them dudes-
B-Hop,
Professional.
Sugar
No.
Ray.
I never was in my
No.
prime as a boxer,
Yep, Lord have mercy. Look, Jake Paul's not even, okay.
but he's
all
been
right.
boxing enough to know technique.
He has. I stop what I'm saying because he has worked enough.
Right. I ain't got
He's
nothing.
been doing this for a minute.
I ain't got
Yeah.
nothing
You know
to
what I mean?
offer.
And there was a lot of flack about him getting these high names.
I'm gonna knock
Yeah.
my own self
You know what I'm
out.
saying?
Yeah.
And he just kind of gets got into the game. We're not gonna talk about that. So all I'm saying, you're in the prime like Jake Paul. Would y'all not want to have a fight with somebody's prime like Mike Tyson, like B-Hop or
Nah.
Sugar Ray, just for 2 rounds? Fun sparring, 3 minutes.
I'm in Jake Paul shape.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I
should
mean,
have.
in your prime
maybe.
like
You
Jake
should have.
Paul.
You said my prime,
Mike
not Jake
Tyson.
Paul.
Prime.
With Jake Paul body.
Yep. Okay.
Okay,
That's
if
all
I'm
you
in,
need,
if
you know
I'm
what
in my
saying?
prime
Whatever.
and Jake Paul shape,
Yeah.
then yeah, I'm going. I'm going.
Pick
You
somebody.
I
you
would
said
fight
me.
Jake Paul.
Pick
I
somebody,
wouldn't
pick
fight no
somebody.
boxer.
Who?
Pick somebody. Who be somebody that you would
Muhammad Ali with the Parkinson.
Okay.
Wow.
And on that note, 58-year-old man fighting a 27-year-old man in a sanctioned professional boxing match is not normal. Neither are the rules by which Mike Tyson and Jake Paul will be fighting on November the 15th. Yo, I fuck with Muhammad Ali now. I don't want y'all to think nothing.
Yeah,
But I don't
nah.
like Muhammad Ali.
His daughter gonna come after you.
Yo, out of the top. I used to have a crush on Layla though.
Yeah, they was
But
fine.
November 15th at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, in about scheduled for 8 rounds. Here are the most important things to know about the non-traditional rules. The rounds will last 2 minutes, a minute shorter than the standard 3-minute round typically used for men. For men bouts, the boxing gloves will weigh 14 ounces rather than the standard 10-ounce gloves typically used in sanctioned pro fights by boxers who weigh 147 or more. Tyson is widely expected to benefit from the shortened rounds because he'll have to spend less energy while facing a boxer 31 years younger than him. Tyson said he wanted $20 million for the fight. That's the only way I'm going to, my dog. For the fight on Friday. If Tyson failed to make it past the 4th round, Paul explained he would have to get a tattoo that says, "I love Jake," although the tattoo more appropriately should read, "I fell for a really bad bet." Who do you think is going to win the fight? Is it fair a young man wants to fight an old man? Who you think gonna win the fight?
I think Mike Tyson is gonna hit him one good time, and that he just gonna be like, "That's it." You know what I'm saying?
That's what I
'Cause
said. A
this
gorilla,
brother
a
is
gorilla is a gorilla.
this brother is a monster. He's a real. They found him on the streets and brought him into boxing to get his
Oh, yeah, I
anger,
watched the
aggression out.
documentary. That nigga was
You know,
like a delinquent. Like,
Yes, man.
if you
like,
look up the definition of delinquent, that nigga was a delinquent. And the picture was right beside that
Yes,
nigga.
bro.
Like,
he got
I
his
seen this nigga
video
doing an
game.
interview.
You know?
I seen this man doing an interview and ran into one of his partners that was a boxer back in the day, and these niggas pulled their shirt off and started boxing in the middle of in the middle of the sidewalk in New York. I was like, these niggas.
That's what I'm saying, man. This dude is trained, like you know what I'm saying, like it trained to take a punch. It's one thing to box,
Yeah,
but it's another thing to get hit.
take a punch.
You know what I'm saying? Like getting hit is what it's about. If you can take some punches,
Yeah, that nigga.
that's
Mike
what,
Tyson,
you
like, he
know.
ain't taking nigga punch like,
bro.
you got that.
Yeah,
for sure.
Come on,
Like, look at his face though. He got one in the face that could take a punch. Like, his face is already punched and dentated.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying, man.
he's gonna absorb the punch. Like, he
Like-
already got that. Like, my boy is.
Like Jake Paul
Jake Paul
approached
doing
him.
it's gonna be a moment for him, a ride for
Yeah.
him. Like,
No matter what
he's-
happens with the Jake
Yeah,
Paul,
with the win or the
he
lose, he's
good.
thriving off the
yeah,
legacy of Mike Tyson.
yeah.
Cause he wasn't even probably I don't even know how
He probably wasn't
so he
born.
wasn't
Yeah,
even born
when Mike Tyson was a heavyweight champion of the world.
Yeah, like he wasn't even born. He's thriving off stories that he heard the nigga really hoping to get his ear bit off. That's what he really want.
Man.
So he could go around and say, I got my ear bit off by Mike Tyson. Like, he wanted to say that.
Think about the aggression.
What?
You don't wear like air guards.
Yes.
He should. He better. He need to wear a whole helmet.
Nah, man. He gonna wear one of them. He can wear one of them Boise Bluetooth. You know the Bluetooth they come around the back of your ear like that. He can put one of his Mike gonna crack a tooth on.
Man.
Hey, you wanna bring the guests on? This mic already up. But the fight is on November the 15th. Make sure y'all definitely chime in, tap in. It's on Netflix. So if y'all already got Netflix, you can watch the fight already.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't wait. This is my
smart.
first time I ain't got to
That was smart. Putting it on Netflix.
Come on now.
You gonna get
Man, come
Netflix
on.
just to get it. You know, you gonna get somebody password.
Man, they got that shit on Netflix. Hustles don't
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
They keep going. That boy
Yeah.
finna be lit.
Yep.
Floyd gonna be like, damn, why I didn't think about this shit? Niggas already got Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me?
And they're gonna subscribe just if they haven't got
If they ain't got it, they gonna subscribe just for it for
man,
sure.
What? This is gonna be big. It's bigger than any of the Chappelle's then came
What,
out.
Netflix?
Yeah, you know how Netflix put a Chappelle.
I think they got the
show
Chappelle's on Netflix now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like this is gonna be the biggest events they gonna have on there. You know?
live at that.
And
And it's
And
live.
live.
Y'all be
Yeah.
you ain't been watching the little docu-series they got going on
No,
leading
no.
up to it. It's like 4 or 5 she might up. It's like 4 or 5 episodes. It's like 4 or 5 episodes that's little docu-series following behind them leading up to the fight. So I can't
I'm
wait.
gonna have to check it out, man, because
Yeah.
this is epic.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
taking on L's on
Yeah.
this parlay. And we're gonna continue on this, but we just got an extra guest that came in to kick it with us today. Big Mo, how you feeling? Yeah, thank you for joining us. Thank you. I'm trying to hey, listen, man. We gonna cut
you
people
busy,
time
you know?
sometime all the time. So
Making moves.
introduce yourself to the people real quick and where they can find you at.
I am Big Mo. I am a filmmaker, creative director here in Atlanta. You can find me on Instagram at sheisbig.mo as well as the big.filmhouse. The ghosts are coming.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you
all
for
right.
coming joining with us. So you was back there in the back. How do you feel about the fight? You gonna watch the fight?
I'm excited. I'm emptying out my savings.
On the fight? Who you putting it on?
Ooh.
Oh, it's on Mike. It's on Mike.
On Mike.
See,
Listen,
smart woman.
I'm
Smart
gonna put a lot
woman.
on Mike, but I might put a little bit on Jake just in case.
I feel like Jake is gonna enter the fight thinking Mike is gonna come at me like a young nigga. So I'm gonna study all of Mike's moves. Mike
Gonna come in like an old nigga.
right.
You gonna come like nigga. I know I'm old.
He
I'm gonna
just
let you
gonna-
go crazy.
He's anticipating Mike coming in
On some
overly
Mike Tyson.
ready.
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna. Y'all know when they remake something and they try to remake it to reference TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how Jake thinks Mike is gonna come in. Mike is coming in as Iron Mike in his prime.
Yeah.
The booger sugar.
Yeah.
Nah, he coming
Yeah.
in like he coming in
clear-headed like.
Iron Mike
Muslim,
Tyson. It's a
Nation
reason.
of Islam
Iron
Mike.
Mike
He got
Tyson.
the power of Allah on his side.
that's why I
Yeah,
said Nation of
yeah.
Islam Mike. He
I
coming
eat your
in-
kids. Remember he
Yeah.
said that? You know, who says that?
He did say I eat your
He
kids.
said, I
though.
eat your kids.
man crazy,
You eat
like-
somebody's kids.
You-
That's
you
that's
different.
An insult.
Nigga who raised pigeons is a dangerous man.
Exactly. Facts.
That, hey, what if he called the pigeons in the middle of the fight then, as a diversion? Goddamn. What if he get hit like,
Right.
Let's just come all in the middle of the fight. I forgot Mike did have the pigeons.
Mike
Yeah.
has hella pigeons.
What made you get pigeons? What would make you get pigeons out of all the birds? Like how you start collecting on pigeons? Like how you get your first pigeon?
That's that New York stuff.
Probably
Yeah.
cold and needed something to-
That's that New York.
How you catch a
You
pigeon to
know,
get your
like-
first pigeon?
I feel like pigeons are naturally
Catchable.
domesticated because have you ever seen a baby pigeon? You see how silent the room got?
We talked about
We
this.
did talk about that, but we never you
Yeah.
never see them though.
I have.
They don't leave the nest, and then
I'm big on the birds work for
You
the
can-
Kool-Aid.
You can- oh, and the birds
work
ain't
for the
real.
feds.
Birds aren't real. You seen
These
that?
Hey, listen, man. These are federal birds, man. Listen.
Yeah.
Hey,
Camera. They just camera. Drones.
listen. But if y'all didn't know, we definitely are tuned in to the Good Evening Show with the Trendsetters and the Troublemakers. I am your host, Big with 2 G's, and we kicking it with Big Mo and Conrad. Definitely grateful to have y'all kicking with us today.
Thanks for having me.
I'm gonna do a quick sponsor break. This show has been brought to you by at Hungry Humble Hustle. If you're looking for, I don't even know if they can see you right now, but if you're looking for some dope custom apparel one of one patches, those beautiful patches you see on our wall right there. It's been several people that came in with customized outfits that I have yet to receive. But if you're looking for those, that's one of the products right there. He got on one of those jackets right there and those patches right there. All those patches on the wall. Make sure you tap in with Hungry Humble Hustle on all platforms. If you're looking for those pieces and if you're looking to come in for a consultation, he has an office right here. Go ahead. You might well show your jacket. Boom. Yeah, you see, you got to drop down to get your eagle on, bro. Goddamn. Yeah, you see the jacket right there. You see, yeah, boom. Y'all seen it in the camera. Got the Nipsey Hussle jacket. Tap in with my guy at Hungry Humble Hustle for all your customized apparel needs, whether it be hoodies, overalls, jeans, little outfit for your baby shower, anything. My boy got it. So we about to tap into this next story, and then we're gonna tap into an interview with you, Big Mo, if that's cool with you. What are the odds? What are things that's like, what's the odds? Like, what's the odds of that happening? What's the odds of a president with 34 felonies and an impeachment, I think like 2 becoming president again? What's the odds of it? Shoot, you getting your tongue cut by a razor blade and a paper cut on Friday or something like that. Well, like, what's the things that happen? You're like, what's the odds of that happening to me? Like, what's some of the things that
honestly, probably the life I'm living. Probably being not even 30 yet, being a filmmaker in my home city, you know, having a passion to maintain the culture in my home city. I never thought I'd be doing that. I wanted to be a college professor.
Dang, that's
you know,
that's
still can after your filmmaking career, you know,
your film professor.
Right.
That's right.
What about you, Conrad? What are some of the odds that happened to you that you never?
Oh man, the odds that I would end up, you know, being from Nashville, being in the film industry myself, and
both
you know,
y'all in
getting
the film industry together.
meet people, you know what I'm saying, and travel the world doing films, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, bro, I would do school for computers, you know what I'm saying. I didn't think, you know, I was like, I'm gonna do something that might make some money and end up, you know what I'm saying, here. What are the odds I'm on AP Big Show? You know what I'm saying?
Like, the evening show with the Trendsetters.
I'm on the internet, you know, live, you know, so with Big Mo, you know, like
yeah, we kicking flavor.
Man, my life.
Mike Tyson, we got Mike. We got Mike kicking it with us.
Mike on
Stop
the wall.
playing. That's
It's a sign.
No,
It's a sign.
That's our bid. What are the odds that Mike? I ain't even gonna lie. On Tuesday, we interviewing Mike.
The look in Mike's eyes.
On the look right now. No, why you not put? Now come on, Mo.
Yeah.
You know what? Mo,
Look,
you
I
know
already
what
said
to put
what's
your
going
money
on with my parlay. As
Oh,
soon
yeah.
as it hit.
I want to say that East Lewis made a comment not too long ago saying Jake can't look good this close to the election.
Oh wow, that's funny.
You said who?
That was funny.
You said Jake can't look that good this close to the election.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of went over my head a little bit. The election.
Yeah, no, that's my brother.
Jake
man.
can't look this good, man. I think Jake from State Farm. He should, if he lose this fight, he automatically to turn to Jake to State
Right.
Farm. He should stop boxing and nothing else. Just go straight to Jake to State
Like-
I
Farm.
want to say Jake might be a Trump supporter.
Yeah, but
I
see,
think that.
Oh, okay.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Okay, now I see.
don't know.
Oh, he
All
definitely.
right.
Hey, you got to.
See, I thought with Mike Tyson and Donald Trump being both from New York, I thought maybe that
Oh,
was.
he need to.
But you know, a lot of them Gen X streamers, they love Trump for some reason.
The Gen
Hey,
X
you know,
streamers. Oh man, what's the odds? So the FBI seized the cell phone and other electronic devices of betting site Polymarket CEO Shane Copeland in a raid of his New York City apartment early Wednesday. Polymarket, which Copeland founded in 2020, has recently been the subject of intense debate and scrutiny over the creation of election betting markets. That's crazy. You were talking about them parlays, because I was gonna bet on the election. That is, I seen one and I was like, dang, they got the black, they got the Deltas and the AKAs. So I might put my money on Kamala, but man, hey, I should have put my money on Trump. But it say the company brought in more than $3.6 billion from bets placed on the presidential. Man, I should have.
Billion?
Man, I should have bet it.
Wow.
Man, for bets placed on the presidential election, including $1.5 billion on Trump and $1 billion on Vice President Kamala Harris, according to an NBC News analysis. Speculation has swirled around the identity of major bettors who wager on Trump and whether or not the odds and the existence of the markets could have had an effect on voters. Copeland has continuously defended the site as nonpartisan bullshit, blaming the Biden administration and recent Democratic loss as reasoning for the raid. Do you think betting to see who's the next president affect how people vote? Big Mo, we're gonna start with you. Do you think people gambling on the possible winning of our next president affected or swayed the votes of the people?
Niggas is broke. Hell yeah.
Right.
I think one of the things we're looking at is because I was talking to my young brother earlier. Elon Musk has been a community chameleon. And so his proximity to wealth, his proximity to all of these causes and really emboldening people to really feel like all of their problems are represented. I feel like that combined with you giving people $1 million specifically to vote for Trump.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like we in one of the biggest recessions. Of course, money is going to drive the election, which is why niggas had their hands out for a stimulus.
Yep.
Ready for the little 12.
Yeah, that's what they remember from that 2020.
That's
Trump
it.
giving out them
That's
stimmies.
it.
So they think they gonna get a couple more
They keep
dollars.
going.
Right.
Had them PPPs with
Every
that.
jug begins with J.
Every jug begins with J.
For sure.
Donald J. Trump, that is.
Man,
right.
talk about a jingle. Give my boy his cut.
Man,
now.
I'm trying to tell
For
you.
real.
What about you? Do you think that the betting persuaded the votes of the people?
I don't. I think they was gonna vote for Trump anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or no matter what it was, you know what I'm saying? It was just looking bad. I think what happened with Kamala, she jumped off late. They tried to go with Biden, and then when they saw that didn't work and tried to pull her in, people was like wasn't feeling it. And then they tried to throw like the stars in, like Cardi B and all that. And people was like, nah, y'all not finna play us. Cardi
That's what they
B.
tried to do.
You know
They
what
tried
I'm
to turn it
saying?
to birthday bash and that.
But I think they was wrong for that though.
Yes.
I'm a little partial on it because I feel like as one of the largest pools of first-time voters, many only being 18 years old, from that perspective, when that's the generation who's constantly like, y'all don't relate to us. It's a bunch of old motherfuckers in office. Y'all not trying to relate to us. And then it's like, well, y'all don't like nobody but these 4 motherfuckers, so I guess we'll bring them on. And then it's like,
It failed. It failed.
People
It
was
failed.
like, nah.
I feel like they failed in making it a performance and not a purpose. I feel like those stars needed to be at those rallies
And not
for
perform.
sure.
They should have
But
said
not
just
perform
spoke.
because
Yeah.
Kamala
They shoulda
she
just spoke.
did have a strong platform she had a very
If they
strong
would have
platform
spoke and
she
not
was
did all
running
that extra stuff, because
on.
at the end of the day, you still trying to get those votes and the votes of the Caucasian persuasion and everybody vote.
And they played at Kamala face with them women on Zoom now.
Man.
That was hilarious to me. I'm sorry. The Zoom was funnier to me than the whole thing.
What happened on Zoom?
Yeah.
Y'all they had about 57 million white women on Zoom, and it was white women for Harris. That was the literal
you talking
title.
about that? Oh, okay, I seen the
Okay.
video.
That
for
was
them.
the literal title,
I
and
see
them
that.
women were on there crying,
Oh, I seen
apologizing
that. I just
for
seen the
the sins
video.
of their ancestors,
Wow.
just
Oh,
to
wow.
turn out in larger numbers.
Wow.
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie.
That's wild.
I seen the video the other day that was going on during the pandemic or something. It just resurfaced and it was like a whole bunch of white people buying now, crying, and black people buy all the stuff they did. It just made me think about that when you said. I was like, dang, man. But I feel like the betting on the fact that they had the betting going on, I kind of knew Trump was gonna win. Like
I knew he was gonna
it was
win.
like
He
there's
might have
no
had-
other election where they would had they was playing in our face a little bit. They were like, let me see if they going, all right, man, we finna bet. Like everybody know whoever hosting the bet, they know what's going on. Whatever it's
Yeah.
more than likely it's in Vegas. They
I
running
feel like the irony is also the last election they swore it was swung, and that was a fair election.
Man.
This one was clearly swung, but I
Yeah.
think we've used that.
They
one
they
lap
they
around
burnt
the
they
sun
burnt
already.
the ballots
Can't
at
say
the,
that no more,
they
yeah.
burnt those ballots up, and
20
then next
million
thing you know,
ballots
and then next thing
Yeah.
you know they bet, and I said, oh man, I should have betted on Trump.
Yeah, Trump money. He a money man.
Man,
So,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Like,
what it's gonna be
When
about.
when I seen the little thing, I said Trump gonna win. It's got to be about the money.
And in hindsight, when you look at America stopped being a country when they introduced the welfare system into lower class communities, and it became a business.
Mm.
And who better to run a business than a narcissist like Donald
Yeah,
Trump?
nah,
Like,
that's
you
what
know,
they say.
it's
Yo, man.
Yeah, that
You ain't
inflation,
lying. He's
I mean-
very much
Yeah.
so a narcissist.
He gonna go get that money.
Hey, the food stamp card gonna be orange now.
the food
If it-
stamp card gonna be off. He is
Man,
cutting.
he gonna
that.
keep the food stamp. They gonna keep the food stamp. Why? They gonna keep that. He just talking shit. He trying to scare the
Oh yeah.
He trying to
just do
scare
that
the.
to get-
Bro, the black mama's gonna get active.
The black mamas, we not the majority.
The most people on food
Man,
stamp are white
I
folks.
know they
That's
white
who
people, but
voted.
I know the white people is majority on food stamp, but them black mamas gonna get active though.
Until I
first-
see
cause-
us pull.
Because
what they
first of
pulled
all,
on
at the end of the day, them niggas gonna get white nepotism. They gonna if they lose the food stamp, they gonna get the white nepotism. They gonna lead them back to the white nepotism, and they gonna still come before us and getting anything. So then, shit, we might as well get active. We might as well get y'all cut our food stamps off. We getting active. Them folks with let's get like.
I
5,
just
6
wish our
kids.
insurrection didn't come on the foot of government assistance.
Yeah, no, because then we stuck.
Hey man, I'm
Yeah,
just trying.
They
you
don't
know,
give
Man,
us
I,
that. We
just,
can't
I,
do
just
that.
got, I got a little homegirl I talked to. She just get the crab legs with food stamps. So y'all don't take her food stamp. You feel me? I'm stepping by her food stamp. You feel me? About the
Hey,
seafood boy. I'm
as
stepping
As long
by
as
her.
the babies
Might be.
eat.
They ain't my baby. She said, long as I
I don't know who
can.
told y'all because the babies needed help that they shouldn't have seafood. All the food groups need to be
Yeah, they
represented.
should better get anything.
Them little
you know?
kid do be popping the crab legs.
They be-
They can't. They know how to crack up better than me.
Professionally.
Yeah.
Crack up better than me. But listen, we about to tap into another sponsor break and then our next interview. This show has been brought to you by I don't know what that was. But if you're into infused items, you like your sea moss, you into sea moss?
I like seeing
Yeah.
it's the real one. Yeah.
I don't even know what the fake one is, but my guy, he got the real one. He got the real one, the Zaza on the sea moss.
Oh yeah.
Good
I
gag
like
ass on the
that.
sea
We
moss.
like
Sea
that.
moss, those you like your fruit smoothies, veggie smoothies, y'all into that?
How you all
Y'all
that?
into getting hot, you into
Absolutely.
extracurricular activities. If you not, he got the but you could tap in with my guy at
My mama
Stone
know I
Mountain.
don't do that no more.
Oh, you already did it. Oh, you been saved. You been delivered. But my guy at Stone Mountain, he does have all your healthy, high, and unhigh healthy needs. From sea moss. If you want to make cookies, honey, man, everything. Jerk sauce for your chicken. You hear me? He make it all. If you jerk sauce for your chicken, tap in with my guy at Stone Mountain. ED on all platforms. That's at Stone_Mountain_ED on all platforms. And if you want to tap in with a physical consultation, he does have an office here in the Mets at 680 Murphy Avenue, right here in the metropolitan area, across from the credit union, behind the Western train station, up under that bridge by the strip club who keep changing. You can find us in the Mets for sure. At my guy Stone Mountain, who is also the same person that do at Hungry Humble Hustle, who is also producer of my show. You feel me? Shout out to my guy Hungry Humble Hustle at Stone Mountain D, all that stuff. And we are tuned in to the Good Evening Show with the Trendsetters and Troublemakers, and we're about to tap into our interview with Big Mo. Big Mo, how you feeling today?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's good. You know what I'm saying? So like you said earlier, you're a filmmaker. I'm gonna start off. Well, where you from?
Y'all see, I'm from Atlanta. I'm
thought
from
you-
Atlanta.
Man, just because you
Homegirl.
could have been. You could
Nah,
have.
I'm from Atlanta. Shout out to the 404 Lab. I'm wearing
okay,
their merch.
okay then.
Shout out
Yeah,
to my
yeah,
homegirl Lo. Yes, I'm born and bred
Yeah.
here in the city.
So what part of Atlanta you from?
I'm from the east side.
East side. You from
Side.
East Atlanta or
Decatur?
you from
I'm from
East side?
East. No, I'm from East Atlanta.
Okay, you from
Oh,
East
like-
Atlanta.
like black
Oh,
shows.
Where you went to school at?
So now I done moved around a lot. We was getting kicked out.
Okay.
So, so I went to Tony Elementary School right there off of Candler Road. I went to Chapel Hill Middle all the way down off of Wesley Chapel. Then moved all the way to Cobb County.
Oh no!
Right.
Where you went to a Cobb County? Pebblebrook?
I went to TAP.
Oh, see, all the school I know in Cobb County and Pebblebrook.
See, I wish I could have went to
Is
Pebblebrook.
your school in Cobb County too? Or that Fulton?
Cobb.
Oh, Cobb, yeah.
Yeah, I went to TAP Middle, went back to Clayton County, went to Mundy's Mill Middle.
Oh,
Thought I was slick and was gonna go back to Southwest Cab so I could play in the band. And my mama said, nope, you're going to magnet school. So I ended up graduating from Mount Zion.
Oh, dang. You could have came to my school. Magnet school. You could have played in the band over there.
Where you was at? Tri-Cities?
I ain't even have to say that, but yeah, okay. Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
real Atlanta shit.
Yeah, you get me out. But so what were you like growing up? Like you always into film? Like did you have like a
and I never even really thought about it till you just asked, because like I said, I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be like my grandmother. My grandmother was a civil rights activist, an educator, so I wanted to model her. And even when you just asked, even now, me and my siblings grew up just quoting movies to each other, and that's how we conversed among each other. You know, I grew up watching Baby Boy way before I should have been watching Baby Boy, but I was also watching stuff like Blackula and I'm Gonna Get You Sucker and what is it? The Spook Who Sat by the Door. Like I grew up on very, very kind of conscious and very, very kind of knowledgeable content growing up. So I've always loved movies, media, music, everything.
So what were some of the quotables you and your siblings were saying to each other growing up? This your one of your siblings?
This is my little brother. This is our phenomenal director of cinematography at the Big Film House. My little brother OJ did it behind the cam. One of the dopest videographers, celebrity photographers in the city. For sure. Yeah. But I think I think one of the more notable ones is me and my sisters love old Disney movies. So we would wake up in the morning and be quoting Mushu from Mulan. So we walk by the bathroom and just be like, dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow, dishonor. And so we'll go 5-10 minutes on the whole monologue and then snap back into a regular convo. So
I bet y'all parents like they is delusional.
Our parents joined the hell.
So y'all was lit.
Oh yeah, we came from a very entertaining household. We church kids, so
definitely. So y'all was characteristics.
Oh, absolutely. You're gonna get a show.
Oh yeah, definitely. So how many siblings you have?
I am the youngest of 8.
Okay. Do y'all all work together in like film? Or just
me and my little brother are like this. That's twin right there. So me and my little brother are always working. That's, we kind of entered into film together because my start into film was special effects. I used to make monsters. Okay. And eventually I was like, some of this crazy shit in my head need to be clipped on some films and shit. So my little brother started filming me doing my special effects looks, and we started turning my tutorials into full storylines. And from there, I was able to book some work on The Walking Dead and American Horror Story. And I kind of just kept going from there. So really, it's been me and my little brother in this film and movie stuff for a minute. My mom kind of dabbled in it. She used to be an investigative journalist. My aunt was Betty Wright, so she kept me in the music and the sound score. She taught me all about score. Oh yes,
cleanup woman.
Oh, the cleanup woman. Tonight is the night. That's real poking beans. That's real.
Think back to your very
don't blame Mr.
first time.
Wow.
And we eased it right on back. I'm just like,
definitely. Right. Oh, hold on, wait. So what was it like? Y'all was close?
We were towards the earlier parts of my life because my mom used to be in a singing group and Betty was their creative director, manager, everything. But that was my Aunt Betty. So when I did see my Aunt Betty in Miami, we would have Thankful Thursdays at her house, and she would just invite different artists and rappers, just people really trying to find their footing, but she would keep them grounded in this really faith-based and family-based kind of environment. So my Aunt Betty gave me my first pair of drumsticks, so.
Oh, you play drums?
Oh, yeah.
I play
I fuck with it. So music, movies, anything media has always been like fully engulfed around me, whether it be from my mom, my grandmother, my Aunt Betty, rest in peace, miss you, Aunt Betty. But yeah, movies and music has just always been there. And I think it was kind of natural for me to resist it and want to go into education and kind of end up fitting right into the industry that people claim is so hard to get into. And it is. I ain't gonna knock nobody's struggle. It's it's very hard. But, I feel like I fit in here. I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
For sure. Conrad is in the film industry as well. Anything you would like to ask her as also being in the film industry?
No, I was saying like for a sister doing the special effects makeup and stuff, that's huge. You know what I'm saying? Because
Thank
it
you.
is like a niche market, and like it is like not many of us in there at all. You know what I'm saying? I worked on Walking Dead for a few years myself, and to see the guys super talented, and what I'm saying, they had their own blood that they created, and they would use like different pumps and just have stuff gushing out of people's neck, and the way they did the fake skin. So I know that's like a real like
and it really
high level
skill.
technical a skill to have. Like kudos to you. You
Thank
know
you,
what I'm saying?
thank you. It really polished my skill for sure. Thank you.
I have a quick question. You say you watch older movies and stuff like that. And you do effects. Have you ever seen the movie FX?
The movie FX, I don't think I have.
Yeah, that's
I want to say I've heard of it, but I
Go
don't think
watch
I've
it
seen
when you
it.
get a chance.
Yeah, I don't think now I did used to watch The Wizard of Gore. Again, Blackula is one of my favorites. Blackenstein. I love old blaxploitation movies.
Okay,
I love a
Dolomite.
good.
No.
Oh Lord, way
I seen
down in the
Dolomite now.
jungle deep.
I
I
seen
love
Dolomite.
Dolomite. I love anything. Because I feel like that was such an era of it was so black ass. I love it.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
how did you what was your first writing or script writing or film writing experience?
Like professionally or just
No, just
writing
how
in
to tapping
general?
into your gift of film creating. Like when you was young, did you write a play?
I used to write like stories in my journal, and I would just like write 5 kind of ideas that came in my head. And I want to say my first like script I ever wrote, I was about 16 years old. And I used to battle with self-harm. I used to really kind of cut myself up, and I knew what I was capable of, but I knew in my heart I never really wanted to hurt nobody. So I would take it out on myself. And I kind of just started writing out stories and concepts of how would these characters overcome what I'm going through. And so I wrote a script called Butterflies and Chemo, which was dedicated to my grandmother. And it was actually part of my senior portfolio when I graduated. So that was like the first script I ever wrote that I published and kind of produced.
No, that's
amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
Y'all love giving applause up here. I ain't gonna never leave.
So, moving on, what was like your first big film? I know you was about to tap into that. What was like your first breakout experience? Or
I think because Walking Dead really polished my skill. I was there with only one other black woman. She paid me out of her pocket. She said, "This is my assistant, y'all," but she taught me, look, this is how you build an animatronic. This is how you get your batteries. This is where you can order your supplies from. Here, kind of take my kit because I don't need it no more. We're done filming. So like my first real on-set experience was probably The Walking Dead, but my first film experience was Survivor's Remorse. That's the first time I was ever like on camera. I had to go through the whole production process, and I was an extra, but that church scene is still iconic from Survivor's Remorse, and I got to really see, I'm naturally a little quiet, but once I open up, I'm cool. So I was kind of just making cool with the sound guys and the lighting guys on that set, and kind of being like, okay, so what's your IG? I'm trying to work.
Yeah, that's definitely because I be doing
networking
and stuff. That's definitely once you in that little area, you get to chopping up with people. Like you definitely get those.
And you get addicted to networking because you get addicted to not having to outsource all the time.
Boy, you ain't lied about that. You ain't lied about that.
Sorry, question. Didn't you work on Survivor's Remorse also?
Yeah, I did it one season. Yeah, yeah.
Did you guys ever cross paths?
I don't know.
I
I
think
was
so.
in season
The extras, they
3.
kept us locked up.
Yeah, no, it was tough. Yeah, I was,
Man, look. Now them craft services.
I was a set dresser, so you know what I'm saying? Just like,
and I just kind of wrapped my season of set design, so I know he was moving if he was a set dresser.
Yeah, I be running, you know what I'm saying, trying to move furniture,
trying to rush off the set while they counting down.
Yeah, getting all the stuff, set up. So but it's big that you able to get into it. We was talking before about how the movie industry came to Atlanta and brought so many opportunities to people that wouldn't already have them, here, like, shoot, all of us, what I'm saying, being here doing this with Playback Sounds, like, blew up, what I'm saying, like, Playback Sounds is a legend in the game, of it all, so, yeah, it's like, it's great. And to see young women doing film. I got a daughter, she's 18, and she said she want to do film.
Oh,
Shout out to
that's
Simone.
amazing.
But
Hi,
I'm like, come on and do it, girl, because you know what I'm saying. You got people, your predecessors, laying the path for you. So, you know, kudos and shout out to you and your production staff, because
thank you.
You know, I know it's tough making films and TV and stuff.
So explain like how important was having that mentor, that person right there to show you, guide you, like be that person to put that battery in your back, like, hey.
Yeah. It meant a lot. It still means a lot. You know, I don't believe in leaving people behind. You know, I believe let them have their journey, let them have their lane, but I don't never leave people behind. So it means something that we still are in a culture where you can have people you can lean on and rely on. Because right now, you know, Atlanta's going through this thing where we don't really see that, so we assume it doesn't exist, but it's, you know, it's always here. I just filmed my first produced show from my own platform here in this studio not too long ago because, you know, just being able to connect with people and finding people who really believe and respect your vision in any lane, you know, no matter how long you've been in the industry, that support is always going to carry you.
Facts. So tell us about your project that you did work on, your, if you want to elaborate on your project, what's the vision behind it, or what did you get your idea? What's the name of your project, first of all?
The one that I filmed here?
Yes.
So it's a talk show. It's called Low Key Loud.
Okay.
So we have very loud conversations about the topics that, you know, within our community, we may not be comfortable having, or we may be used to things being a certain way. So we clear those topics, but we have fun on Low Key Loud. We do a couple of game sessions. We do cookout questions. You know, it's I like to call it the blackest place on earth. Yeah. It's an obnoxious display of blackness in a white space, i.e. the entertainment industry. So it's a real down to earth and real show. It's real. You know, I'm not asking no bullshit, and I'm not inviting no bullshitters on my show. You know, so we really have conversations that those who are brave enough to have can muster through.
Where can we find your show at?
You are gonna be able to catch the first episode not only on YouTube, but I'm also, fingers crossed, we gonna be able to get Low Key Loud on the what's the little streaming? Not Tubi. It just came out. See, that's a shame. I'm trying to plug in, can't even remember it.
Yeah,
it's a brand new little streaming service, but it's like, you know, they do like the little not Ratchet TV, but the little Ratchet TV. It's like Zeus, but it's not. Y'all know it's Now That's TV and Zeus, and then you got Dosh Network. They reached out to me, asked me if I got some stuff. I'm waiting on that DM, so we're gonna see. But in the meantime, fingers crossed. In the meantime, you can catch us on our IG at the Big Dot Film House. You can also catch us on our YouTube.
Okay. So tell us about the pros and cons you have had as a filmmaker. Not just doing your own projects, or you can just, if you merely want to talk about working for yourself, or just previously in the past things you have gone, pros and cons on sets, or writing for someone, or trying to get your work pushed or yourself seen.
I would probably say getting people to believe in the idea. Because I am young, and it's a lot of people don't come into the film industry or into media or in their early 20s. And, you know, I've been a special effects artist since I was 21 years old. I'm 28 now. And I'm still, you know, I'm at a really good point in my career in film, but I'm still like at that budding level. So I think some of the pros are, I'm going to start with the pros first because I know I was leaving with the cons. I think some of the pros are I have room to create. I have room to keep going. And that I've, you know, right now, one of the best pros is that I'm fortunate enough to have a network of really strong support, really supportive people. You know, I got a village around me. So the pros are that as I've been in film, I've had the experience of being supported. You know, I have my younger brother as my director of cinematography. My mom is, you know, any project I produce, my mom is going to cook. She going to make sure we good. You know, so the pros are that I have a rare experience as a Black woman in the film industry, and I have support. But the cons are I'm a Black woman in the film industry, and I need support, you know, and I feel like there's certain things where I have to prove that I'm capable of doing it. Whereas I see a lot of my colleagues kind of not skate through, but some of the questions they ask them, I wouldn't see them ask me. Yeah. So it's kind of that doubt, kind of what we saw at the election, the doubt of what my capabilities are because I'm a woman, because I'm young, because I'm Black, you know. But I try not to complain really too much because I know everything is. I consider everything a polisher for my skill. Everything is going to work out for my good. Yeah,
for sure.
Every amount of pressure adds to the diamond.
That's right. That's right.
All right,
Yeah.
so Conrad has a book that he is dropping, or it's dropped because it's right here with us. If y'all don't know Mr. Conrad, he is an author. He's in the film industry like herself. A father, philanthropist.
Yeah.
We definitely, man, we got to get the father, upstanding citizen, because we got to shout out black fathers, man, definitely for sure.
Yeah,
a father, philanthropist. Sure, he from Nashville for sure. Got to get to Nashville out there.
Man. Country music capital of the world.
Yeah, so he has a book that just dropped out called Blood Eyes. Do you mind tapping into your book for us?
Man, thank you for the opportunity. Yeah, my book is it's basically about a vampire who was conceived in the Congo, and he's born into the slave system, and he ends up fighting his way out of the slavery system during the Haitian Revolution, and over the years he just puts himself in a lot of places where he can fight against the imperialism that throughout the world. He becomes a pirate at one point. He's involved in the Civil War, fighting for freedom for Black Americans. He's involved in the Tulsa, Oklahoma bombing and riots and the destruction of that, and just the civil rights movement in general, and up to the point where he hones his skill and his fighting techniques to where he goes up against the Illuminati, who's controlling the earth when using doing type of evil and oppression throughout the world, and basically it culminates in him going up against some of the supernatural powers that are being wielded against the planet Earth and people that are trying to do good and causing oppression and war and poverty throughout the world, and him being a immortal, because I always had the idea, what if they couldn't kill our leader, what if they couldn't kill Malcolm X or Martin Luther King, what I'm saying? He was able to withstand the attacks, Patrice Lumumba, all the people. You could go.
I'll say like a Blade meets Martin Luther King.
Blade meets Martin Luther King, exactly.
Blade Luther King.
Right, exactly. And what I'm saying, and he what I'm saying, builds that history up, and learns that this is all a connection, and it even goes into like creatures from another dimension that are using their powers to like hold the earth in a low vibration, what I'm saying, and keep all the violence and the negativity going, because they feed off of that type of stuff, and it gets deep, man. So yeah, I appreciate you having me and letting me promote, and
definitely,
and hopefully, blow it up one day. I want to do an anime for it.
See, the reason I brought it up, because what I'm saying, I'm trying to get me a creative credit going on.
Bro, you so in there.
We got the film.
You in there,
what I'm saying? We got
write
the
a part for
created,
you in
and we got the book created.
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
I love
like,
hey, already.
Like anything you like to ask him as
for sure, because with our film house, we kind of coined the term Afro macabre, which is like bringing a very high level elegance to horror and gore and things like that. Mm-hmm. But at the big film house, we love Afrofuturism, we love sci-fi and fantasy. So what kind of made you want to intertwine not only sci-fi and fantasy and those really kind of horror elements with historic figures like Patrice Lumumba and all of those figures? Because Patrice that's heavy on the heart right there.
Oh man, I definitely was always a student of history, and I got into like the whole conspiracy theories and like Illuminati and the Bilderbergers and the Rothschilds and all that stuff, and and you see how that whole historical world is tied within all the events that happen, because these people are really the ones that cause the wars and the different famines and assassinations or whatever, what I'm saying, the civil rights movement and why that happened, and the whole South African apartheid, you know. So this is our people that was controlling this stuff. And you know, I always been a reader of comic books, and you know, like love superheroes. And it's not there's a lot more now, you know, with the Black Panther and Miss Marvel and people of color that are superheroes, Shuri and what is Monica Rambeau's Spectrum, you know what I'm saying? Like there are a lot of Storm, you know, there are more coming out, you know, but there aren't a lot of heroes, you know, that we can look up to. Of course, Blade, you know what I'm saying? And
can't forget my boy
always get a, you know what I'm saying?
Spawn.
And, yeah, Spawn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're not gonna leave out Spawn.
No, we're not gonna leave out Spawn, but and to incorporate that, and it's more like a historical fiction. So his involvement in the Haitian Revolution, where they fought the French, Spanish, and the British armies, you know, with little more than farm tools, you know, and swords, you know, and these people were able to, you know, maintain and basically sparked revolutions around the world to the point where France had to sell the Louisiana Purchase half the United States to America. Man. I mean, like the whole Haitian Revolution.
Nice
so many,
like that,
you know, that,
Toussaint got down with it.
You know,
Toussaint got down with the revolution.
And then being in Tulsa, you know, I put him there, and like the Illuminati is trying to destroy him, and he just happens to be in Tulsa during that time. So, you know, and a lot of people don't know about the Tulsa like they say call it a riot, but it's basically a massacre where you know they went in and were jealous of the money that these black people were making, and you know the community they had created that was 10 times better than, you know what I'm saying, what, you know, the whites in the area were able to build. So, you know, and it's like the movement, he's president at Move. I don't know if you remember in the 80s, they bombed a housing project in Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of people don't know this was during our lifetime. Like, yo, you know, like this is nobody hardly knows about that stuff. So, you know, and I just try to, you know, incorporate that into, you know, this brother, you know what I'm saying, moving through the world, and you know what I'm saying, and these major events, you know, it just happened to be there. Even 9/11 it gets incorporated. So
yeah,
you know, and to be able to do that and get out the connection of the conspiracies of all these things, you know, I don't want to get too crazy, you know.
Oh yeah, man.
I get unalived out here, you know what I'm saying?
Alexa start
shutting the camera start flickering
I'm
out.
not gonna lie, that happened one day. We was like, I forgot what we was talking about. We had got too deep, man. The Alexa just had said, "Excuse me, I didn't understand what you said." I said, "Baby, we ain't say nothing to you, Shawty. Why you even talking?"
Right.
Ain't nobody just said nothing to you. Close to what's going on right now.
So, man, look,
your phone start burning.
There's a question for you, Conrad. The internet wants to know: is there a movie on the way?
Absolutely. I'm writing a screenplay now, and you know, saving my chips so I can, you know, put it together. And it's definitely we're gonna work on a trailer, and actually we do a lot of claymation stuff and stop motion. So I was thinking about doing it in that form actually first. And yeah, either that or, you know, using figures, you know, action figures that, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, that's gonna be different. Ain't nobody,
that would be, you know,
ain't nobody doing it right now. That's gonna be,
you know what I'm saying, like, because I like I said, I'm a big anime person. I think me and Georgette talked about that the other day. So I would love for it to be like an anime, you know what I'm saying, like you know, that'd be crazy, you know,
right? That's up.
You know what I'm saying? Big film house,
right? We do everything. We do anime too,
like a blood eye big film house. Oh yeah, we
are. The sound man.
They already sit right here though, so that's already a given.
That's a given, you know.
And
not easy.
But look, that goes back to that beauty of networking.
I've been knowing this brother for over probably 30 years. About 30. We met in like 96.
That's the year I was born.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah,
came up, man, from nothing, from the mud, for real. You know what I'm saying? Now we sitting in this man's studio. You know, so
you feel me?
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Shout out to that for coming up on it.
Yeah, man. Just dreamers, man. You know, that's all. You know, it's in with the book. So, yeah, no, I
gotta get you sign the book too before you leave too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I I mean, I guess between the both of y'all in the film industry, what's your favorite book? Since you write books and you are in film too. So what's your top 3 favorite books and what's your top 3 favorite films? Either one of y'all can go first.
I'll let ladies first.
Okay. Daughters of the Dust is probably up there. Just because visually it's such a beautiful movie. It tells so many stories without using many forms of dialogue. It uses a lot of voiceover, a lot of color, a lot of reference to like Southern Gothic hoodoo drama. So Daughters of the Dust, Scream, Blackula Scream, that's my favorite horror movie of all time. Not the first Blackula, but the sequel. Right, Scream, Blackula Scream is the sequel.
It's not the first one,
right.
But the second one.
And honestly, third, that's tough. Does it have to be a film? Can it be a series?
Oh, it can be a series. Yeah, it can be a series.
Twilight Zone.
Okay.
Twilight Zone.
No, that's heavy. Yeah.
You got some real deep, thought provoking things that you like watching. Like, yeah,
because I don't want to get bored.
Yeah, I be trying to laugh about all my stuff.
But I laugh at stuff like that. Like I laugh at certain things, like those aha moments and those kind of deep thought movies. I laugh at that. I love it.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I just looked up Daughters of the Dust. Yo, it got a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah,
that's a great movie.
It's a phenomenal film.
It's on St. Simon's Island, so
yeah, no, you gotta see that. Yeah.
Shout out to the Gullah Geechee people of St. Simon's Island.
Absolutely. Yeah, you gotta get that one.
What about you?
Films?
Yeah. Or books, because you do both.
I'll give a couple. One of my favorite films is Goodbye Uncle Tom. This is by these Italian guys. Mondo's Canis is like a dog's world is what it's about. But it's actually banned in most countries. It's hard to find, so you might be
we can't even go watch the movie.
If you can find it, go check it out, because it's basically historical depiction of what actually happened during slavery. Like they took the actual words that was written down and made it into visual form. Heavy, you know what I'm saying? So check that out. Goodbye Uncle Tom. We talked about Last Dragon.
Oh yeah, the Last Dragon.
Last Dragon. And my favorite book,
I ain't even watched it.
Les Miserables. If you it's a book. It's been made into a play, movie, all that. But it's just a story, one of the best stories you can read. It's just a heck of a story. It's like you read it, you just like, and it's about poor white French people, and this one guy, Jean Valjean, and how he comes up through, life. He got locked up for stealing bread for his family. Deep, you know what I'm saying? So
struggle is real.
It's like, but it's like one of them books where you read it and it's just like the story is just so good. That's why I kind of tried to do my book. Like, I just want a really good story, connected story, you know what I'm saying? So
all right, now I gotta get a deep booking movie, because y'all done
like around the French Revolution time.
Yeah, Les Miserables, yep, exactly, yep.
Love a good book.
Othello
is
Goodbye Uncle Tom. Okay, yeah.
Othello is the truth.
All right.
Has some shots in Haiti.
Yeah, no, that's the only way they were able to film it, because you couldn't film it nowhere else. It was so like, they show like rape, people murder, the nudity, that when they coming off the ships, how they throw like powder on them, like to kill the lice on their bodies, and you know what I'm saying, like it showed like children sex farms, you know what I'm saying, that they had back in the day, you know what I'm saying, that the white men would come, to the plantation, be like, oh, you like kids, you like boys, you like, old.
Yeah, that's above me right now.
It's heavy, it's deep,
Got 56 Rotten Tomatoes though, but I like you drew me in.
Yeah, nah,
it sounds like San Coco. That's all I was like. It sounds a little compelling.
Like,
my list ain't even as deep as y'all, but I had to conjure up some stuff, because y'all was venture off from me, and I had to bring it back in. Othello on my list, since we're gonna be thought provoking.
Yeah, nah,
Othello's a good one.
It is a good one.
Which one? Yeah.
Right, because it's a
I'm talking about the one that make you look at
Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
Oh, the school.
That's the good one.
Yeah, the one that make you
not with Mekhi Phifer.
Nah, not with Mekhi.
I forgot about that one.
That white girl had him stressed.
Yeah.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Atticus.
I'm talking about the book. I'm going because they writers, they're writers and they're writers, I guess.
Yeah, the book is
and the
hard.
movie.
That's a good.
Castaway movie.
Oh, Tom Hanks, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Tom Hanks made an appearance, huh?
Yeah, definitely. Green Mile.
Oh yeah,
Tom Hanks again.
yeah.
We talking about movie like had me sunk in.
Okay, you win.
Okay,
Right?
so
Right.
to tap back into you, Conrad, for a minute, what was like the process of you writing this book? Like, what provoked you? Like, you just like one day I'm just gonna make me a super hero black activist, immortal philanthropist of all time, Marcus Garvey, Martin.
Yeah.
Time traveling.
Yeah, like what provoked you, and what was the process you went through?
You know, I always had this idea it was maybe 20 years ago. I had the idea of a black vampire that, you know, somebody couldn't die. I think it was like during the, you know, 80s when cats was getting shot up over rocks, and you know what I'm saying? And it was like, what if a brother couldn't die? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? What if that wasn't the end? You gotta really, you know what I'm saying? You gotta look him in the eye and you know what I'm saying? You gotta solve that problem y'all have between each other, because, you know, what
Man,
if
vampire to vampire.
Yeah, vampire to vampire.
Vam nigga
You know
to
what I'm
vam
saying?
nigga.
'Cause, you know, a gun ain't gonna end it, you know? So, and then that evolved to, you know, the conspiracy and Illuminati.
So he got niggas just walking around with
growing
garlic
up
in their
and,
pocket.
you know, the slavery. yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, be ready. You know what I'm saying? You think you gonna take a nigga? That's your op. You know, the op ain't going nowhere.
I got a packet full of garlic bread. I got a 3-5 full of garlic
have
right now.
a wooden steak and some crucifix.
Silver bullets.
You know, holy water. Lost Boys. That was a big influence. And then, you know, like I would jot little stuff down on a piece of paper, napkin, you know, a little notebook, and, you know, and then I had a book this thick of just little papers, you know, written down, you know, little ideas of it. And then started writing a little bit before the pandemic. Then when the pandemic hit, it was like,
Well,
all
no,
right,
you ain't have time but to write.
Yeah, so we just sitting there writing. And so it took me a little over 5 years, because I started before the pandemic, a little bit before, and it was just like, you know, you write a little bit, you know, and then take a couple weeks off and then write some more, and, you know, and then you got to edit it, and, you know what I'm saying? And I had this lady, Terry Ivester, white lady actually, but she's really good at editing, and she edited my book and just showed me where stuff didn't make sense, and, you know, like the grammar and all that. And then, you know, of course, I edited, read it like 100 times over, trying to go over and make it, you know, better and better. Still got some mistakes in there, but you know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm putting it out, you know what I'm saying? Like, and
how many times have you read it?
I could probably recite it, you know what I'm saying now, but you know, that's how it is when you writing a book. It's like you go over and over, because, you know, once it's out there, people are gonna be like, this nigga can't spell. You know what I'm saying? What school did you go to? You know?
Hard Knocks.
And my mom and dad, shout out to Jerry and Lucille, they was big educators. They both, you know, college graduates from Birmingham, Alabama. They both went through the civil rights movement, got arrested for protesting, you know what I'm saying? One of my mom's friends was one of the little girls that got blown up in the 16th Street Baptist Church. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they was Birmingham, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's like, you know, like real, you know, life stuff, you know, that they taught us about. My mom has a master's in sociology, so she's always had books around, and me and my brother was always readers, you know, so I was like, you know, I get into a book. Like, if a movie come out, I find a book and read that first for the movie, then watch the movie, because usually the book is 20 times better than the movie, you know what I'm saying? Just because you could put way more detail into the book, but yeah, man, it's just, you know, it's just, you know, it's hard writing, man. Shout out to any writer, because that's one of the hardest things you can do, you know what I'm saying? Like, put a story together and make it all gel, and, you know, create characters, dialogue, you know, like, man, it's deep, but
Big Mo.
He said, comment online, Eileen Stringer says immortal. She's dropped that word immortal, so I'm not sure if it's how you're making it feel right now.
Yeah.
Or y'all just
Yeah, no, that's
I
what.
get
Yeah,
it.
when you write something, when you make a
Right,
movie,
it becomes
when you do
immortal.
a podcast, it's immortal. It's going out there. You don't know who somebody in
Gone forever.
China is watching this right now.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And they like, like being influenced by it. You know, and you
sure.
don't even know. So yeah, any type of stuff you putting out there, man, like you putting it. That's why you gotta make sure it's right. You know what I'm saying? Put your, your personality, and I'm sure you know that with the films, and
Oh, for
being
sure, for
having a famous aunt, and her music is like, I mean, that's like, stand the test of time. It's like,
Mm.
especially being in the music industry when she was, so
All right. Betty was young too. She was
Yeah.
14, 15 years old.
Talking
Yeah.
that talk.
yeah.
So what's your process like when you're writing and creating? Like, do you need to go to a corner or smoke your plate?
It starts with comfort. It definitely starts with a split.
Yeah.
But it starts with comfort. It starts with my most comfortable spaces, kicking it with my little bro, just being at home and in my most comfortable areas. I feel like those ideas kind of find me. So it starts with the idea and just writing the idea down. And then, with the power of technology, depending on the script or the story I want to tell, all right, we'll use AI to do a storyboard, but we're going to use our brain to write the dialogue and write the script. And so I think my process not only starts with the idea, but it starts with the intention of like, what do I want to create? Am I telling a story? Is it just a concept? Are we going to make it a series? Are we going to make it a short film, a movie? And I think one of the things that I love about my process is that I don't have to really care about what no one says about it because it's mine. And I think that's where that intersection of both creativity and really passion comes into play. Because I'm passionate about it and because it's mine, it's like I know how it's supposed to look, sound. I know how that line is supposed to be delivered, and it's I can be honest, it's a selfish process. I don't want no feedback. Not yet.
Yeah.
I love feedback on a finished product. And
Yeah.
that's just me. I might have to grow out of that. But,
Nah,
for
as
sure.
artists, we be sensitive about our shit.
I'm a
Yeah,
Capricorn.
nah, totally, yeah.
Hey, bro, in the building.
Period.
Okay,
So, you said you was into music. How long you been playing drum?
Oof, I started young. I started just taking my mama's pots from under the sink and just banging on stuff. And I think kind of like 6th grade, I really picked up, but I was like, I don't want to read music. So I was just in regular concert band. The band director was like, you got rhythm and you know what you're doing, but baby, you can't read. So
You play like percut, like snare?
I played by sound. I played snare for
Like,
just
you
a
play the
little
whole
bit,
set?
but I was on I can to a degree, but I
Okay.
was on like a tom, marimba,
Oh, okay, yeah.
piano,
Quad.
love good quad. But that was only up until about 6th, 7th grade, and then I went into like I love a good symphonic drum. I love the
Oh, okay.
toms. I love, like I said, I love the marimba. I love the xylophone. And then throughout my high school career, I was like, fuck this concert band. I was only about marching band, so I played cymbals from like 9th grade all the way to the day I graduated. The cymbals got to be grown.
Yeah,
we
get
got
in
the
there.
gush.
That's about as grown as you gonna get. Yeah.
Yeah.
Questions online. First off, Eileen Stringer says big up. Everybody's showing up, so big up to Eileen Stringer. Hashtag Passion Project. Who are some filmmakers? This question is for you. Who are some filmmakers or film houses you want to work with in the future?
Jordan Peele is definitely on that list.
Yeah,
Just because I like that I relate to his personality. He's a goofball. He's funny, but that love of horror and of darkness and kind of being able to twist things that we love. Definitely want to work with Jordan Peele. This might be a little weird, but Ari Aster, who is the founder of A24. A24 Films has really like cornered the horror market, and it started with one sick movie, Something Strange About the Johnsons.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
It started with something so dark and twisted, and when you see that he's grown into this horror empire of really like pushing the envelope and pushing the bounds of like what's scary and twisted. A24 Films, anything with them, I would love to work with them. And honestly, he's not alive anymore, but I would have loved to work with Oscar Micheaux. I would have loved to work on Swing. That's one of my favorite like old movies by Oscar Micheaux. Just his use of cinematography, of timing, of music, of really creating a whole scenario. Like rather than staging a party, he's throwing a party and filming the sequences between that. So those would have been some really good ones. And Issa Rae, of course, something for the girls. I love Issa.
That's good.
What's our show?
Insecurity.
Insecurity. Yeah, my wife watched that like 800 times.
Man,
so
look,
I had to watch
Insecurity is
it too.
addictive. It's so relatable. It's addictive.
That's real good. Big ups. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Thank you for the question.
Definitely thank Elaine. That's her name.
Yeah, Eileen.
Yeah, Elaine for her question. For tapping in with us. So while we got y'all here, we got one more story that we want to tap in as we prepare to close out the night. If that's cool with y'all.
Yeah, for
That's cool with
sure.
you. Got
Look, I'm having fun.
Oh yeah. So is there anything in your life that like barely matters? Like, man, I got some money on my Cash App. It's like $2.18. It barely matters to me. Like I don't it crossed my mind sometimes. Like, but ain't nothing you can do with $2.18. It's just on there like somebody stepping up my shoe barely matters to me at this point. But like, anything in your life that barely matters to y'all?
That's deep.
Look, that's why I said I told y'all I'm sensitive. I'm Capricorn. So
Everything. So you take everything matters to you.
I don't take everything don't matter. I would probably say honestly words. And my little brother brought me out of that. So shout out to OJ. Cause when you learn how to tell people to kiss your ass, words are like, child, I don't care.
I say like nigga, like it used to be like, oh, you a white man call me, now I'm gonna kill him.
Right.
But now it's like, come on,
man. Now you call me a nigga, I'm gonna knock you out.
Because you look at the niggas and all the word nagas, and all that meant kings. You know what I'm saying? Like, what they really calling us?
All
kings,
them alphabets mean have a lot of meaning.
Yeah. So,
them little alphabets mean a lot of different things depending on who telling the story. Yeah. Depending on who the teacher is, what the lessons are gonna be.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Somebody gonna say we ignorant, and somebody gonna say it's Nigeria, and then somebody gonna say it's kings.
Yeah.
They couldn't say Nigeria, so they was saying nigga.
Yeah, exactly. You don't think about that.
That's literally why they named it Nigeria.
Man, I don't know.
It's supposed to be nigger area. The amalgamation of Nigeria came from the Niger Company. And when they decided to kind of condense everyone and keep everyone in Nigeria,
where y'all at?
It was the nigger area.
The nigger area of Africa.
Wow, that's learn something every day.
No wonder why the full hustlers trying to scheme and
not too much on us, okay?
They make some movies though. They make some hot Hollywood.
I'm a beautiful Igbo woman, okay?
Hey, if I tell you that I love you, my body, my bo. I don't know what they be saying, but
Holy Ghost fire.
You was right.
Hey, they jump be riding. The Afrobeat be kicking.
Yeah.
But we're about to tap into the story about things barely mattering. Officials arrested 4 people in California this week after the state investigators said they committed insurance fraud by claiming an animal damaged their vehicles when in reality it was someone wearing a bear costume. The suspects told the insurance company a bear entered their 2010 Rolls-Royce Ghost and caused interior damage to the vehicle on January 28th in Lake Arrowhead, an unincorporated community in the San Bernardino Mountains. The suspects also provided video footage to the insurance company, which showed the alleged bear in the vehicle. They give you a run for your money.
They going through bankruptcy.
They give you a run for your money over at the big house,
right?
Because man, they got a video of a fake bear.
They got a Rolls-Royce Ghost, and they
in San Bernardino,
doing insurance fraud.
Right. It said upon further scrutiny of the video, the investigation determined the bear was actually a person in a bear costume. Detectives found 2 more insurance claims with 2 different insurance companies from the same suspects with the same date of loss in the same location. Dang, they ain't even try. Each claim involved 2 vehicles, a 2015 Mercedes G63 AMG and a 2022 Mercedes E350. And the suspects also allegedly used a bear costume to make it look like a bear also entered and damaged those vehicles as well. They also reportedly provided video footage to the other insurance companies in connection to the claim. A biologist reviewed the video and determined it was in fact Dang, why they had to go deep to? Why they had to go get a
people scamming.
biologist? Like,
No, that
dang,
ain't no damn
Right.
bear.
You could have got
Yeah,
a regular person seeing it wasn't
Right.
viewed the video and determined it was in fact a human in a bear costume. Detectives then obtained a search warrant and during a search of the suspect's home found
The bear like putting out a
the
cigarette.
bear costume. Look,
All right,
man,
ready? All right,
officials
here we go.
arrested all 4 suspects on Wednesday. Was this a clever move, overdone, or just a dumb idea from the beginning? Big Mo, we're gonna start with you.
I think it was dumb. I think that was some people who have never went without money and probably got into some shit, and they had to think of a quick scheme. And the safest thing where nobody got hurt was insurance fraud. And because it's so bad and it's so dumb, I'm not gonna say it don't matter, but I almost feel bad because from the way the story sounded, it sounded like somebody was about
barely. It was like bear, but it's for like the animal bear.
Somebody was
Barely
about to get their assets seized within the next week, and the rent was due. Because that's the only justification I can think of.
What about you, Conrad?
I mean, like she said, if you got a Rolls Royce and a Mercedes AMG, and you scamming, I mean, like, come on now, you either living above your means and you just like, all right, I gotta pay this. We about to get repo, so I need to make up something. But then, like, to go to the point where you got a bear costume, like, you gotta spend money on that. You know,
I feel like it was a good idea, just poorly planned. Like, cause I seen the costume, it looked realistic.
That's what I mean. Like,
they should have got somebody that was into making costumes to do it right. They was skinny. They wasn't even the size of a bear. They should have got a big nigga. They should have got a nigga like me to get in the costume. Boom. They should have threw away the costume when they got done. That was the stupidest thing they ever could have did. Yeah, like, come on, you know they gonna do some type of investigation. You feel me? They gonna come to your house, look, whatever case, man. That I would have burnt the suit the same day.
But like you said, what are the odds earlier? Set the shit on fire. Like a regular criminal.
What are the odds they thought that they was gonna do a real investigation on what was going on?
A bear.
What are the odds that they thought they was gonna get a biologist to show up to court?
How do you even ask about?
Like, excuse me, I need you to look at this real quick.
Hey, you know
do this look like a bear to you? Winnie the Pooh, baby, but
see when the bear checks his phone, that's what.
Man, this nigga asked Chat GPT was he asked Chat, what does a bear look like? Like,
how much should a bear weigh?
How much can a bear fit inside the Rolls Royce? Can he fit inside the Mercedes AMG? Like,
what makes a bear attack a
What makes a bear attack a car?
Open the door, got the window.
Can bears open? Man, that's all. That's when I used to do crime. Those are all the questions I used to ask. Like, can I get caught? What's gonna happen if I get caught? What's the possibility? What am I doing? Is it realistic? Because I had been lying a long time throughout my life. So the more I kept lying, the better I got. So I started asking those. You know, when you're a kid, you think you can outlie your mama and daddy, and they be like, they grown, they got adult logic compared to your kid logic. So once I got an adult, I was like, nigga, you was lying. Oh, you had the great concept, but if you had adult logic as a kid, you would have got away with those lies. That's what they probably had. They probably was kids. But I hope they get jail time because it was like they didn't even do the crime right. They didn't burn
they wasted all this government money.
Come on, now you messed up 3 good cars.
Oh wow! How much you think the insurance gonna cost after this?
Okay.
There's gonna be nothing because they ain't gonna have the car no more. The car messed up. They ain't getting the money back. They own insurance on it.
Oh, so the bear totaled it out.
Yeah, they friend did total it out. I guess. Cause I seen like he had, you know, those they had like the claws that you could connect to your hand, and I seen the video and he was like ripping the seats out, everything. I'm like, bro, I hope this really worked. They having the conversation like, I hope this really worked because y'all the car is over with, dead, gone. I don't even know what to say to them folks. I hope it barely mattered to them. It barely mattered to me. Hey. They had to be high. And they was in Cali. They was in
Help the bear. Help the
only
bear.
you can prevent forest fires.
It's like when they blame black men. They looking for black men. You know,
These
they looking
niggas
for
be having
bears.
Looking for Bigfoot.
You know, we looking. We looking for Smokey. I know he was
That's
Yogi.
what I would have said.
Sasquatch.
Hey, yo, boo boo.
Yeah.
Oh, the nigga Yogi did better
Right.
and came in. Hey, yo, boo
They getting
boo.
lined up.
It's a Rolls Royce.
Yeah. It's like it's the heat. The block is hot right now.
Right.
Hey, yo,
And
boo
then
boo,
you
it's a
see Smoke in the bed
Mercedes.
with an AP on.
Right.
Hey, before we definitely tap out to the young black men coming up that wants to write a book and the young black girls that want to get into film or set dressing or creating props and animations and costumes, 'cause it's like you do a lot.
My IG's Miss Do It All.
Miss Do It All. Conrad, what would you tell to a young black young man that's writing? Damn.
I would say don't give up and dream big, and you can do anything. Your mind just works just as good as anybody else's, so you can do whatever you put your mind to, and just be strong and know that there ain't nothing that black people don't do. They know they be like, oh, this white folk stuff. No, we invented language, so we the written word, and what I'm saying, all of this stuff is in our wheelhouse, so we should be out here doing anything. There's nothing impossible for us, male, female, what I'm saying? So yeah.
Definitely. And Big Mo, what about you?
Probably to piggyback off of you, just knowing who you are, stay who you are. Black people existed 92,000 years before anyone else, so there are no limits to who we are. So know your capabilities as not only a woman, but as a black woman. Write every idea down, no matter how crazy it sounds. Write it down, keep it for later, keep it for now, but write all your ideas down, because as soon as you write it down, it becomes real. And surround yourself with a tribe. Surround yourself with consistent support. Seek out the support of people who thoroughly believe in you, and find something to believe in. Find something that matters and have a reason to do everything you do. And the Almighty will kind of tie in all the rest of the ends for you.
That's right.
Yeah, definitely. I'm very grateful for you guys joining us tonight.
I'm grateful to
I'm
be
glad
here.
that you guys
Great platform.
took the
For
time
sure.
out of y'all busy schedules to definitely tap in and tune in. Yes, Miss Gigi, you had something you wanted to say?
Yes, we just want Eileen. Is it Eileen or Eileen? Because I was saying Eileen this whole time.
I'm not even sure who.
Stringer. I just want to drop her words. Tap in at. You know who.
Who, Eileen?
Yeah,
I don't know Miss Eileen.
Okay. All right.
She know you.
She also said hashtag kiss my grits.
Okay, girl.
All right. You remember that show? Kiss My Grits?
That's a show?
That's a
There's
show.
a show called Alice where the woman on there used to be like, "Kiss my grits."
Oh.
My mama be saying that.
Y'all need an old brother in here to let y'all know.
Kiss my grits.
I was gonna say what I do to Miss
I'm about, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, that must be your kinfolk. That must be from a movie. That must be one of y'all sisters.
No.
It might be one of y'all siblings. They alias was Eileen.
Well, you did tell somebody kiss your ass earlier though. Like, maybe that's what she going off on.
Oh yeah, I did say that. It might have been, girl.
Yeah.
Don't make nobody kiss your grits.
Yeah.
Right. And they got cheese in them or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Hey.
So like I was saying, thank you guys both for tapping in and joining us today. Taking time out your busy schedules. I enjoyed you.
man.
Hopefully the people enjoyed you watching at home. Before y'all leave again, tell us where we can find you at, Mr. Conrad.
Thanks for having us again, Brother Biggs. And you can find me at my website, www.bloodeyes.
He from the South. for real.
My Instagram is blood.eyes_book. My Facebook, Blood Eyes the Novel. And my personal Instagram, Ancient Zulu. And just at me, you know what I'm saying? Let me know, and pick up that book. Available on
definitely.
Amazon, and soon to be available in all bookstores around the country.
And Big Mo, tell people where we can find you at.
Y'all can find Big Mo on Instagram at sheisbig.mo. You can also find the Big Film House on Instagram at thebig.filmhouse. And November 30th, you will be able to actually sign up for memberships on thebigfilmhouse.com. So y'all stay tuned.
Okay, yeah. Thank you all for joining. Make sure y'all definitely tap in with Mr. Conrad to purchase his book. We definitely have one
Let
for
us.
that. Yeah, he actually about to go ahead and sign it for us right here on the camera for us. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
all right, definitely. I'll make it
Look
out
at us
the
watching
bigs.
history.
And you can write it out to the Good Evening Show.
All right.
Look, write it out to the Trendsetters and the Troublemakers.
All right.
To the Trendsetters and the Troublemakers. Yeah, definitely thank you for stopping by and leaving us with your book. Definitely, I'm going to read.
Look, I'm about to order it.
I'm trying to tell you.
Thank you.
I'm going to read your book. I am your host, AP Biggs. You can find me at AP_Big with 2 G's on all platforms. And you can follow the show at The Good Evening Show. We definitely are working on becoming more interactive with you guys. Just be patient with us, please. And you guys know that I always like to leave you guys with the big thoughts of the evening. So before I do that, I forgot we have a lesson on history day because we got like 7 minutes left. So after this, we're gonna be closing out. I forgot that we had the lesson on history today. So in lesser known history, did you know, Mary, did you know that your baby boy? No, it said the Leaning Tower of Pisa never. I always thought it was like pizza. The Leaning Tower of Pizza, because it do like a bunch of pizza stacked.
Oh my god!
You know the little pizza, little circle that come inside the pizza. You put like pizza stacked on top of them. Was never stood up straight. It always was leaning. The tower has been leaning since the construction in 1170. That's a long time. 1173. The tower's lean is due to the settling of its foundation, which is crazy. Like nobody ever thought to like fix it. Like it kind of got like the Shamarco.
Oh my god!
It kind of got like they ain't never straightening out, but
the physics behind that is crazy too.
What, the Shamarco or the building?
Oh my god!
Oh, you talking about the building? Okay, I'm sorry. I knew you was into creating this stuff, so I didn't know. So on that note, I didn't know that the Leaning Tower of Pizza was built like that. No chiropractic. It look like it need a chiropractor, a good back alignment adjustment.
It ain't crooked. It's just lean.
If you try to fix it, it crumbles.
Right.
It's on 1173. I'm not even gonna lie. I say 1173 because I didn't know how to say it. Like in year like 1992. Like
I think it'd be 11. I think you said it right.
That's right. Then okay, then like it was hard. I'm just gonna say it so they don't think
back
then before Obama,
right?
Yeah. Before COVID,
before COVID, after
1173, after Donald, and before BC and AD stands for before COVID and after Donald. That's the new 2002, 2018 BC, and 2023 AD. That's it. But my big thought of the evening is, in the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years that do. And that was stated by the great Abraham Lincoln. And on that note, good evening and good night.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.